All right,
It's
Joe.
just
Well,
funny, man, how
we got our first guest in the building today. Numbers, is you there, brother?
Yes, sir.
Word. Checking in. Thank you for joining us today, man. Where you checking in from?
Oh, I'm in Tampa right now, man. Checking in with y'all, man. CL, man. Hey, that's the man right there. He told me about the call. Told me I need to connect with all you guys. So I'm here trying to connect, man, and get this record moving. Get to know you guys.
Word. Well, thanks for tapping in, man. Again, we here every Wednesday, man. Which again, we 2 years strong now. So appreciate you getting with us today. So is Tampa the region? Is that where you from? Is that the origin?
Oh yeah. I'm in Tampa.
Word. So give us the vibes, man, on everything you got going on right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm pushing a record on radio right now. It just hit like top 100 on urban media base. Called Pure Love. I wrote the record. I got like two R&B artists featuring on it, on the 8-bar and on the hook, and all the production is in house. And then I sent you guys a second record that I just did. Just did that too here in Tampa.
Girl, I love when you work me hard. Lord have mercy. Go ahead, put that thing on me.
Yes, sir. Lord of mercy. Hell yeah. Good shit, Numbers.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Just trying to work at it.
Nah, that shit is dope.
I want to say something too, man. So, yeah, this is my boy Numbers, man. And long story short, Numbers is a ill individual, and I'm gonna say it because a lot of times you meet artists that are like, trying to figure out how they're gonna like get to that bag. Well, he's one of them artists that was getting to that bag before, or while he was, building his career out of Florida. And the truth is that on top of the music and everything, Numbers, you probably tell about what else you do, because it's like, it's amazing because it's a whole other business. And we should all like sort of take some notes from this part of the game. So,
well,
Numbers,
I started with I used to do semi trucks, but then I transitioned into seafood and like beef, chicken, pork, all of that stuff. Because one thing about it, people got to eat every day. So I formulated a game plan, started the business, and I just went and found connections where I can beat prices. Like Restaurant Depot, I beat Restaurant Depot prices. So, I go direct to the packer, to the source. And, been making some good money with it the past couple of years.
so like, fishing for crabs and all types of fish. Getting meat from different parts of the country and from Mexico, and supplying people all over the country is what he does, as well as his music. Just something I want to tell everybody, because I was the first time I ever met anybody in that business, and it just came through music. So music connects us to so many different people and things, and we just we create a friendship off of that, man. So I just want to big up you on that. So my bad.
Appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate that.
Good shit. I'm curious, man. What's the cost on transporting all that grub, all that food? Like, is it pretty decent? Like, as far, because you say you getting stuff from Mexico and other regions.
Yeah. Shipping come down to, depending on how many pounds you're getting, but usually freight run you like 10 to 15 cents extra on top of what the product costs.
Word. Yeah, no, I got a homie out of here that push lobster heavy. He open his trunk, he got a fucking box of lobster all the time on ice. You know what I'm saying? So he
no,
I'm not even joking.
He got to be careful with that, But you can make a lot of money in it, man. I done did invoices for I done sent $40,000-$50,000 wired that much money, to distributors. So you can make a lot of money, And out of that 50, you spend 50, you might make 150 back, But it's also too, it's not as easy as people think. You gotta get licensed and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of bullshit, and they try to shut you down because, you know, they may be in competition with you may be in competition with the mob. You know, seafood is a mob control industry anyway, you know. So they'll squeeze you out. They, you know, I had Florida Fish and Wildlife. They threatened me with jail, saying they're gonna send me to jail if I didn't reveal my source, because they got this thing called trip tickets, and you're supposed to fill it out. But basically, they just want to get the information to give to, you know, the competition. You know, that's how the world operates, though. Kickbacks, all of that stuff.
Wow.
Getting into it. How did you find the music though? Did you find the music first, or did you find the passion?
I was on the music first, you know. And like I'll tell you, man, it's nothing for me to come up with records like, you know, I could be driving in a car, come up with a hook, you know, just like that. So the music comes easy to me, you know. But again, you know, the music game is hard as hell, you know. There's all kind of bullshit that come along with that. So I find it that I operate better, you know, in the industry where, like the seafood game, you know, I made a lot of money doing that. I broker a lot of deals too, you know. People who never see me, you know, but I know where to get the product from. I put the deal together, and that's that. Sometimes I don't never even touch the freight.
Many different hustles to push this music. You know what I'm saying? Like we always talk about all the time about there's some artists with some great music, but they got no budget behind them to push things. So if you got some different streams of income that can actually back your music, man, you can't knock that shit not at all.
Facts.
Oh yeah. You know, I say, you know, I mean they target our community with, you know, the bullshit food. They target us with, you know, the cheapest food. I just, you know, and that's the reason too why I started selling food, because I'm like, man, you know, I had to hit people to like cut the steak, the type of shrimp they're purchasing. You know, they coming from over in Asia, if it's local, you know, if it's from the mainland U.S., which is probably the best seafood you can get. You know, and a lot of people, you know, you find out through dealing with these major distributors that they sending all of the bullshit ass food to the hood, you know, down to the chicken, the cuts of steak, all of that shit, because they have different classes for this, for the products. So, you know, it's a real eye opener too, you know, on some grown up shit. You like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know how the system working against you. You may think you living good, you may think you eating the best product, but once you learn about food and where it's coming from, you know, you're like, damn, you know, it's a whole difference from like influencers be doing shit online and shit. Like they have no idea. You know what I'm saying? I see people, oh, you eat this, eat that. Man, they know nothing about the quality of the meats or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, even for the seafood, right? Like they say that farm raised shit is so bad. Versus like the wild
you know, farm. Yeah. Even, you know, they do some good farm raised in the U.S. though, but that's because, you know, we got different standards and shit. We got rules and regulations that people stick by, but yeah, and you know, farm raised be, you know, pretty good over here. But when you get outside of the U.S. and you get into China, India, you know, not them people, the senior races, but you know, they don't care. They put anything in there, you know, because they're just trying to get the dollars. They don't care how it affect people across the world.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When you get into talk about farm raised produce, we should always want to be careful about that based off of where the location of the farm is. Am I right?
You mean as far as the U.S. or
just overall? Because you know how I put it like this: you can't grow an orange tree in Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying?
Is that just because the weather, or that's the law?
Yeah, the weather won't permit you to. Just like certain things you can't grow in certain climates, and that's just like you can't raise no cow in the wintertime. I mean, you can, but I don't think it's beneficial. Am I right? Am I just?
And a lot of that stuff from the jump, it was structured to support like local economies and shit too, though. So like, you know, they'll tell you, oh, you can't grow corn over here. You can grow corn over there, but you know what? They set up that industry in this region for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna drive that industry. That's gonna drive that area. It's gonna support that area economically. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that stuff I learned, though. You know, a lot of this stuff was set up. The structure of it is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? How it's set up, but it was set up for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so basically, so if you, depending on what market or area you're in or demographic you fit, you may get like a B list farm state.
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Man, I wanted to add to the conversation. Like, he is so right. Like, a lot of our food comes from out of the country. And I found out just from, like, Instacart during COVID. Like, bro, like, the grocery stores in the hood sell different shit than when you go into, like, you know, a neighborhood like Deerfield in Chicago. Deerfield is like a major suburban neighborhood, rich neighborhood. And I went to this store called Hyman's. Bro, like literally $40 caviar on the shelf. No, you're not gonna see that shit in the hood on the shelf. I couldn't believe it. I said, okay, this the bougie store for real. But that gave me more insight. It gave me more insight on like, yo, like what we got, what they give us in the hood is what they give, like where you stay at, your community, where you live at. You can dictate what kind of food and stores and all that kind of stuff that you want in your community. And because we're not, you know, involved in that piece of it, they give us what you know, they give us bullshit instead of giving us the, you know, the quality shit instead of us fighting for the quality stuff. So I definitely just wanted to add that to it. Like, you are totally right about that.
Oh yeah, I feel me.
Well, I'll say this, like, I feel like, you know, one of the things about this call is that everybody's in a different market. And really what it was for me when I was talking to numbers was like, wow, you know, we have the ability to open up a small business and to become mini distributors in our cities. Now, I'm not saying that's what you want to do 24/7, but I am saying when you got a link like numbers, yo, you can be that guy that and the crazy thing is when the numbers he's able to sell it for, there's no way you're not going to make a profit on it. There's no way because there's so much room for you to wiggle before what the other person's selling at their wholesale price. You're gonna make dollars on every pound. So
hey, well look at this. I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Let me tell you a story. This just happened recently when, you know, inflation started going through the roof, and I was like, damn, you know, I'm thinking the distributor gonna go up, right? Bro, the distributors are dropping prices even lower, but the stores are pricing that shit through the roof. Like, for example, whole red snapper, I can get that for like $3.29 a pound, 1 pounders and up. $3.29 a pound, but they retailing, when you see it in the supermarket, you're not gonna see it under $10, $11 a pound. You know what I'm saying? Some places more than that. It depends on the area. Like, if the area more affluent, then yeah, you know, the prices are higher. I've seen it, you know, a whole red snapper for like $22 a pound in certain parts of Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Aventura. So it, you know, they basically they're playing the game. You know what I'm saying? They're telling everybody, oh, food is going through the roof, it's going through the roof. But I can go to the distributor and get chicken wings, medium-sized chicken wings for like $179 a pound. If you go in the store, it's $5, $6, $7 a pound for chicken wings. So, you know, that's just the difference. Everybody's greedy right now.
Are you planning to move around at all this year now that we kind of open? Like you gonna be doing any tours, or you kind of just staying homebound in town?
Oh yeah, I got some stuff planned. I'm just waiting. Like a couple of radio stations talking about doing me for the summer event. So, you know, but yeah, I'm always open to travel. You know, do shows and stuff.
You know, I think one thing that you could consider doing that I think would be sort of cool is maybe one of the things you do is you do a food fair or I don't want to say a food festival, but maybe like something small where provide, maybe create a platform where you can have people come out, get some free food, and perform.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Some kind of showcase where you can put both hustles together.
You know? Meet and greet. I say all you can eat meet and greet.
Meet and greet. MEAT.
Yeah, not a meet and greet where he can introduce himself, his music, and he can provide food for everybody that come through. He can sell it as like an exclusive thing.
Yeah,
I got an idea.
I did.
Here we go. Digiwaxx picnic, and NUMBAS is the caterer. Let's go.
I'm down for the barbecue. I'm down for the barbecue battle. I think that's the shit. The barbecue battle that moves around. The hood version. Oh, that's
that'll be good right there. Barbecue battle? Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I know a few chefs, boy, they come in swinging. They made on them grills.
How does that work? Like you get there and then what happens? You come prepared and then what? They unravel, NUMBAS comes and he unravels the meat he bought and they got to just cook it within a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah. And no, because a lot of times
no
gas and all this other stuff, no wood or use wood. They get deep into it. Like,
I mean, it all depends on how you want to rock it. It could be because some cats, they be smoking or they'll let shit marinate for like 48 hours, 72 hours. So it's like, hey, you have to, like I said, here's your supplier. So you know what I'm saying? You go to him, you buy, he signs off on it, you prepare it, you show up early that morning, you smoke it or you grill it or whatever. Prep time, show time is at 3 p.m. Motherfucking 3 p.m. We're going around with the taste testers. 5 p.m. Motherfucking NUMBAS hits the stage. You know what I'm saying? Does his performance.
Yeah.
Blase, blah, whatever.
Yeah.
Then we reveal the winner. You know what I'm saying? Winner comes up, does their thing. Then we have a DJ take us out to the rest of the night.
Well,
you even like we were saying, man, you can put some other openers on it. You know what I'm saying? Make a little money on some artists participating, and you the main act, NUMBAS. Man, we need to run that shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is a business. This is a business for us to do. We could do that. NUMBAS is my partner. That's my boy. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, we being cool, but I'm telling you that this is something that we can put together and move it around. We probably have to invest in a bus or truck or something. But other than that, that shit could happen.
Yeah, I done already basically gave Sierra the game. I want like anybody though, bring so much money out here in food, bro. I'm telling you, like if anybody who listening to me, if you want to do it, just let me know. I'll show you the whole game. But it come down to this too, like as far as doing events and stuff, I don't have no problem with that. I did a blue crab giveaway. I gave away free blue crab, like 500 pounds. People went crazy.
How much is blue crab a pound? How much is blue crab a pound right now?
I get about $1.89, some shit like that.
And how much they selling up here for?
Oh yeah, they through the roof.
Blue crabs over here, like, dude, they're so expensive.
Like 17, $18 a pound, bro.
Yep.
Like I can tell you, my wife loves crab.
We're in the 20s.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yep.
So imagine the amount of profit you make. I'm just saying, if you do simple math, the profit margin on that shit. But anyway, I'm not gonna go there. Go ahead.
But just this idea would be fire for the top of summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, even shout out to Queen, food and music tastemakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many ways you can play this shit on the marketing and the promo of it. So, on top of the fact, like I said, NUMBAS, it'd be different story if you came in with some whack music, but the music is hitting too. You know what I mean? So like I said, make yourself the headliner, man. Get you a couple artists on the front of it too. Like I said, have a DJ the whole nine, and have them motherfuckers cook off. You know what I mean? That's fire. That is a fire ass idea.
Oh yeah, it is, and I'm definitely with it. I'm open to all ideas, man. I'm that type of person,
And the real spill, and I'm sure you know already, NUMBAS. From the hustler mentality. I don't want to say gimmicks, but you find your niche and how you can push the music. And if this can be another one of your niches to help push the music, who the fuck don't like to eat? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Vegans. They eat.
All right, well, vegans ain't allowed to come. They have to stay over there.
Hey,